Right now, 150 million kilometers away from you, a ball of plasma the size of 1.3 million Earths is burning at 15 million degrees at its core. It has been doing this for 4.6 billion years without stopping and without asking for anything in return. Every photon of light hitting your face at this exact moment left that surface 8 minutes ago. What if the sun just exploded right now while you're watching this? Most people picture a blinding flash, a wall of fire tearing across the sky, and then total darkness, an instant, dramatic end. Everyone on Earth experiencing it at exactly the same moment. But here's the thing I find most fascinating about this question. You would have absolutely no idea it happened for the next 8 minutes. And what comes after those 8 minutes is stranger and more devastating than any fireball. Let me show you what's actually happening to Earth right now if the sun just died while you're sitting here watching this video. Everything looks fine. The sun just exploded, and you, right now, have no idea. The light you're seeing out of your window left the sun before it was gone. The warmth on your skin is 8-minute-old energy from a star that no longer exists. You could walk outside, look up at the sky, and the sun would look completely normal, a perfectly ordinary Tuesday morning, while the shockwave from its death is already racing toward you at millions of kilometers per hour. You have about 7 minutes and 50 seconds left of that illusion before the light from the explosion arrives. 8 minutes of the most normal morning you've ever had, while the worst thing that has ever happened to this planet is already on its way. And then the light hits. The side of Earth facing the sun at that moment doesn't burn. It vaporizes. The atmosphere on the day side is stripped away in seconds. The surface temperature climbing to around 15 times hotter than anything the sun has ever produced during its normal life. The night side of Earth survives that first wave, but survives is doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence. The temperature is rising fast, the sky is going dark, and the sun's gravity, the force that has kept Earth in its orbit for 4.6 billion years, is gone. Finished cold. Without the sun's gravity anchoring our orbit, Earth doesn't sit still. It starts drifting, slowly at first, and then with nothing to stop it, outward into open space. No anchor, no warmth, no light, just a frozen rock carrying the remnants of everything that ever lived on it, drifting through the dark. Within a week, surface temperatures on the surviving half drop to around -18 degrees. Within a year, -73. The oceans begin freezing from the top down, layer by layer, like the world is slowly being sealed in glass. Think of it like this. Imagine turning off the heating in a house in the middle of winter and then sealing every window and door. The house doesn't cool instantly. It holds what warmth it has for a while, and then that warmth bleeds out degree by degree until the cold has reached every room. Earth does the same thing, just on a vastly longer timescale. But here's what I find quietly extraordinary about all of this. Just a few meters below the ground you're standing on, the Earth is keeping itself warm through its own internal heat, sitting at a stable 17 degrees that has nothing to do with the sun. That heat comes from radioactive decay deep in the planet's core, and it's been there since Earth formed. If we had any warning at all, that's our runway. Civilization could move underground, running on geothermal energy, growing food under artificial light, outlasting the surface collapse by centuries. Not comfortable, not the world we know, but alive. The planet itself would still be trying to keep us going long after the sun had stopped. Well, the good news is the sun is not going to explode. Our sun is the wrong kind of star for a supernova. It'll spend its final few billion years slowly expanding into a red giant and then fading into a cold white dwarf. A long, quiet exit rather than a dramatic one. But as it dies, it sheds its outer layers into the galaxy, and that material drifts outward and eventually collapses into new stars, new planets, new chemistry. The atoms that made the sun become the raw ingredients for whatever comes next. It's the same process that made Earth in the first place, the death of an older star, scattering itself into the darkness and eventually becoming you. Every atom in your body passed through the explosion of at least one star before it ended up here. You're not watching the universe happen from a distance. You're what it built out of the wreckage. And I think that's worth sitting with for the 8 minutes you have left. Subscribe if you want to see more of these mental gymnastics. See you next time.